I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Snoop Dogg, you a bad motherfucker, cuz.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Lads Podcast, where we're getting out of our heads and into our sheds, but not our shed today.
No.
We are getting into, I'll let Stiffy tell you what we're into.
Today we're getting into someone else's shed. Welcome, Justin. Today we are from Beaudesert Boxing Club. So we're in Justin O'Leary's shed. Talk us through the shed. Justin, your shed.
This is a local boxing club, obviously, Beaudesert Boxing Club. Under my house.
Yep.
A bit of an addition, the shed out the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pretty cool looking shed. But I'll tell you what, before we get too far forward into this episode, we're going to say, of course, this is a guest episode.
Sunday afternoon too, so we should have a beer.
We should wet the whistle, shouldn't
Yeah.
we? Righto. So I think you're going to need to get that fridge door open again for us, Barney. Yep. Oh, and what have you got for us today? Oh, Justin, that looks all right, doesn't it?
Yes, not bad. Sunday afternoon, so.
Sunday afternoon lager. What is this lager, mate?
We've got a Byron Bay Brewery, a BBB. So
the Triple Bs. Now, this is not a can, so we're not going to be able to crack it, are we? But you want to go?
My lid was off. It's like someone's already had a sip of mine.
All right, I'll see if mine does it. Yeah, okay. Can we've got to stick to cans.
Yeah, we normally do a bit of a cracking thing where Steve opens his up really fast.
So Byron Bay Brewery, it's a premium lager. She's a 4.2%er. Obviously brewed just down the road of Byron. Good old Byron. Fucking, how's it go, guys? Does it taste all right?
It's all right. No VB.
It's no, yeah, I was about to say that. It's
Justin's a massive fan of the old VB.
When I was in the big red shed down the road here, I seen a VB low carbs. That'd be one you'd be on, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I remember they brought out the not long ago the mid-strength VB, but that didn't last for long.
No, it's just not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not VB. It's not the original green. It's not the original Greeno. The VB's been around for a long time, hasn't it? So has that been your favourite? Favourite thing to crack when you get into your shed?
Yeah, well, I didn't grow up in Queensland. I'm from Central Coast of New South Wales originally.
Yep.
And when I turned 18, first time I went to the pub.
Yep.
Yep. It was pretty much Tooheys New or VB, and I just went to VB.
The VBs.
So,
yeah.
Wasn't a massive range back then.
There wasn't, but there is now, isn't there? Like, there's just every man and their dog is making a different type of beer at the moment.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Now, we're here to talk all things about Justin and his shed, and what happens inside his shed is the Beaudesert Boxing Club. Tell us a bit about the Beaudesert Boxing Club.
As I just said before, I didn't grow up here, but I moved here 17, 18 years ago, I think, roughly. And when I first moved here, there was a small boxing club in town with old Toro Tomlinson ran it.
Yeah, I remember old Toro.
Yep. And then, unfortunately, I used to go down there and train a little bit and help him a little bit.
Yep.
And then, fortunately, he passed away.
Yeah.
And I sort of just...
Now, that was down behind the Leagues Club, wasn't it?
Yeah, down in Mununjali Hall.
Yes.
That was there for years. As far as I know, before I got here, that was there for years. Toro used to train there for years.
Yep.
And then when he passed, we trained there for, would be 3 or 4 years, I think. With Brad and people from Mununjali were really good. Let us use the shed for free, which was brilliant.
Yep. And then, of course, it came to here?
No, we've been to a few places. We went to, it's now called Freedom. We were up in Freedom Health and Fitness there on Duckett Street. We were up in the roof kind of thing. We were there for a good couple of years. Then out at Steve Costin, mate of mine, he's got a...
Yeah, I know Steve quite well.
Got a property on Versdale Scrub Road.
Yeah.
And then about 11 years ago, bought this house and been here since and staying here.
Yeah.
And what a setup it is too. We've got gantries, we've got rings, we've got
the big boxing...
We've got the mirrors that Steve's sitting over here looking straight into him.
Actually,
I knew he'd take that.
I actually can't see it because there's a fuck-off big bag sitting off this gantry.
Yeah.
So this boxing ring behind us, I guess, Is that a standard size boxing ring? Is that a full size? Is there different sizes?
There's different sizes. You'll get the amateur boxing Olympic rings, which are massive. I won't tell you I don't know the exact
that's
measurements, but they're a lot bigger because the Olympic boxing, which people are watching now, the Olympics is a lot more about movement and whatnot. And then you get the pro rings, which can be different sizes. This would be probably a tiny bit bigger than your average standard professional ring.
Yeah, right.
Not much, but about, yeah.
And there's a bit going on there. Obviously, it's a decent sized stage, and you've got some big pillars in the side, or big concrete beams or steel beams to hold these ropes up, because they are like a floating ring, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we got this ring from a bit of a funny story from Melbourne. What would be 7 or 8 years ago, and it was on the internet for ridiculous cheap.
Yep.
It was like $2,000 or something, which was crazy.
Yeah,
Jake
right.
Matthews, which is a UFC fighter, it was his ring from his gym. They had to get out of their building really quickly.
Yep.
I got it. Said I'd pick it up next Monday. Didn't know how.
Yep.
And then Barrier Reef Pools, actually one of the truckies there picked it up for me for 2 cartons of beer.
Yep.
Nice.
Shout out to Barrier Reef.
Yes, so wasn't a sponsorship plug or
Yeah,
anything.
but shout out to them.
If they want a sponsor club, but that's not.
Yeah, definitely.
But actually, I got in contact with them down there, and they bring empty loads back.
Yep.
And he said to me, as long as it's near where I'm going, because I come back.
Yeah.
And he said, I found out where it was. It was 2 streets away from where he was delivering the pools.
Oh, how
It was meant to be.
it's something. Sometimes things just are meant to be.
I think it was 2 cartons of beer for him and 3 cartons for Crooksy.
Crooksy got a slab out of you as well. That's the way. And when it came, does it disassemble, or is it actually?
No, it was cut in half.
Yeah.
It was so you had to weld it back in. So anyway, another funny story. Well, I find it funny, but anyway.
Yep.
We had half a dozen parents here to help. Bring it in. It'd come in the big pool truck, and it was sitting up like the pools.
Yep.
Up high, and it looked absolutely massive, cut in half.
Yep.
And it's not the hugest shed here, and I could see all the parents looking at me going, "Justin, you fucking idiot."
What have you done?
That's going to fit. And it just fit just fit. So
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's epic.
Nah, this is a great shed. I love the memorabilia up there too. Like that's just got some good stuff up there.
From the outside, you do not know what's inside the shed,
No.
and it's amazing to come in here and see like what you've got here with the gantries and obviously the different sized boxing bags.
it's a lot of. I've never put a money worth to it. It's probably stuff it's stuff I've collected over 20 years.
Yep.
I didn't go and buy it all at once, but
Yeah.
I've actually got a small shed out the back's probably got another dozen boxing bags, and it's not cheap like the big ones here, like $500 bags.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of weight in that. No wonder you've built yourself.
Yeah, those gantries look heavy duty, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, there's a bloke who, I can't remember his name. His granddaughter trained here for a while, and he made that for us.
Yeah,
at
nice.
cost and everything. It's a good community thing. A lot of help from the community, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so a bit about the boxing club themselves. What's involved with that, and how many people or kids have you got come through here over the years?
Oh, geez, hundreds. But it's more we do, at the moment, I do kids classes from 6-year-olds up. Do that a couple times a week.
Yep.
Then you got your boxing class, which is every day, Monday to Friday. And then I've got a few older fellas that train a bit later. And there's a women's class that runs out of here. Bit of everything. But it's 90% of the people that come here don't fight. They don't compete. But I just say to them, if you're going to train with the ones who do compete, you've got to train, at least take it a bit serious and not, it is a boxing club. It's not.
Yeah, correct.
Not a fitness centre where you hang around talking. So it is hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose when I've really never, I've done a bit of sparring. I'm talking like 30 seconds worth of sparring 30 years ago with a mate of mine. But it gives me goosebumps looking at that, thinking to get in there and actually strap on with, someone that's got a bit of punch about them is a scary thought actually in my head right now.
It's a different type of fitness, and I'd encourage any kid, boy or female, to have train or at least spar or have one fight. At least my older son, he's 11, he's had one fight.
Yep.
When you're in Queensland, when you turn 10, you can have one. He's not a boxer. He had one fight the week after he turned 10. He won. But it's a good level. I'd like to go into a boxing gym and see that people who you think might not be able to fight can fight.
Yep.
Like when you get a lot of footy guys here who, nothing wrong with footy guys, whatever.
Yep.
I used to play rugby league, whatnot, but big with the muscles and think they're a bit this and that, but they come in here and there'll be some kid who's 20, 30 kilos lighter than them, and on the street they think nothing, they could like punch her head in. Like,
Yeah.
but it's a good thing for a teenage boy, especially that might be 16 or something, to see and learn that there's people out there that could punch my head in, but you wouldn't be able to pick it.
Yeah, definitely.
Might make them think twice before they go.
Before they open it.
Can't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of the best fighters I have seen in the amateur thing was at a tournament in northern New South Wales, and we were around the kids, and the kid looked like Harry Potter, the glasses or whatever, and we were like, not laughing at him, but this guy, and he got in there, and I don't know his name, never seen him again, and he just was unreal.
Yeah,
Just
right.
good technique and
Just unreal, just blitzed this other kid, and we were like, geez.
And that's the thing is that you don't want any sort of real mongrel. Well, I suppose you got to have some sort of mongrel about you, but you can't just go in there scrapping, can you?
No, well, the good boxers are actually, most of the time, the good boxers are smart people who are athletes.
Yep.
The guys who are boxers that are shit are the I don't know, not thugs, but the ones that are good are actually got half a brain, and because there's a lot of discipline in it.
Yeah. So let's turn the clock back a little bit so we can get our listeners' head around who you are.
Yep.
So you said before you were from New South Wales. You grew up in New South Wales?
Yeah, I'm from the Central Coast of New South Wales, down in Gosford.
So how long?
I lived there born there and lived there till I was 17. Small place it's called Matcham, and then Avoca Beach near Terrigal.
Oh, shout out to them.
Yep, around that area, really nice area. And from 17 to maybe 22, or a bit longer maybe, I lived at northern New South Wales, a place called Dorrigo.
Yep.
Where I had first started training kids, and then I've been here the last, it's close on 20 years. I'm not exactly
So
sure.
what got you into boxing? What age did you start boxing?
My older brother was a really good boxer. I played cricket and rugby league and everything till I was 15, from under 7s to 15 or whatever. My older brother was a really good boxer. He was a good surfer, BMX rider, really just a natural athlete, really good.
Yep.
And then I got into it with him. I didn't have my first fight till I was 16, which is kind of late for, I only had 14 amateur fights. I never went to any great level. And then I did that from 16 to 20 odd. Then that was on the Central Coast of New South Wales. Then I moved to Dorrigo there and had a couple of fights there as well. And then just was in a gym where the older trainer was there, and I sort of started to take over from him. And then that's how I got into it,
Yeah, right.
I always liked the sparring and the training and whatnot more than the fighting. I wasn't.
The fitness level that you've got to be, just to do some sparring sessions, like how a sparring session could be 5 minutes, or is it?
Well, everything's 3-minute rounds. Well, when the kids box, they do 1.5 rounds, which is from 10-year-old to 14-year-olds. 15 and 16-year-olds do 2-minute rounds, and 17-year-olds and above, experienced guys, experienced means had more than 15 fights, they do 3-minute rounds.
So do they spar at the same time clock as if they were to fight? So they
you do. So the fight's 3-minute rounds, minute rest. Most clubs would do 3-minute rounds for training, 3-minute rounds, 30 seconds rest.
Yep.
And the guys that do amateur fights with the 3-round fights, they mostly spar 4 rounds. Every now and then you might do 5 or 6 rounds.
Yep.
And then the professional guys they'll do anywhere. Professional fights can be as low as 4, but the proper ones are 12, 10, 8, and a title. So recently Dylan fought an 8-rounder, and we started sparring probably 6 weeks, 7 weeks before that, and he would be doing up to between, so he's doing 8 rounds, he'd be doing anything between 6 and 10 rounds.
Yeah, right. It's just in sparring.
3 minutes,
in a set. Yeah.
And you might have...
Is that multiple times a week or day?
Different clubs, different things.
Yep.
We don't spar more than twice a week when he's sparring for a fight.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, different people. Some people spar a lot.
Yep.
Each their own, whatever that works. He's not someone who needs to spar a lot. And then myself, I love boxing, but I'm also conscious that human brain's not designed for boxing. So I try. I'm no genius or not claiming to do the best at anything, but I've seen a lot of clubs where they just spar too much.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And there is you want to. At 50, I've seen a lot of ex-boxers that are 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds that are...
Yeah, yep.
You can tell they're used to box.
And so the fitness level, not only just are you sparring in the ring, no doubt the fitness level that someone has to be to withstand that type of... the energy that you disperse in that 3-minute rounds. It's a lot of energy that you can... you use, don't you?
Yeah, all you have to do is see you can get another elite athlete from another sport.
Yep.
And they come in and spar,
And they are tanked.
They're tanked.
They are done.
But
They've got
Yeah, but in fairness,
because it's different muscle group, it's different muscle memory, it's different breathing, and it would be a lot about breathing and
definitely a lot of the nervous energy because you're in a fight. So
like I know I know when I do things sometimes I forget to breathe.
Well, the good example. Have you ever seen, guys on the street or a pub or whatever have a fight? And if you actually sat there and watched them, it might go 10, 15 seconds. And
they are fucked. They're absolutely gone because they're out of breath.
Yeah.
You do hold because you do hold your breath and swing like it's
just the adrenaline, I guess,
and you're gone. So
I
obviously
found I was a better runner than I was a fighter. So just get out of there.
So breathing is obviously important. Keeping that oxygen not only in your system, especially to your brain, of course.
Yeah, definitely. It's just something like it takes years.
Yeah.
You can't come in and you can't come in and just
expect
to be a boxer.
Next
month you're a boxer.
Yeah, and expect to be able to just have one sparring session and you're exactly. It takes a lot of practice, routine.
Like any sport, and especially if you want to get to a half decent level.
Yep.
So correct. How do you actually go from? So you've got a kid that comes up along through. So you obviously get your first fight after 10.
Yeah,
the first one you can fight in, and then what's the process from there to sort of go amateur and then to pro if they've got the right stuff?
It's funny with boxing, anyone could turn professional. You can just pay a fee and do a medical.
Really?
Yeah. There's guys out there that are professional boxers who cannot fight. It's just, and then there's guys that do it from poorer countries or blokes in Australia that.
So there's no qualification to get you a pro.
No.
Right, it's just a different class and different category. Yeah, right.
But the best pros 90% of the time are guys who have had 50, 100, 150 amateur fights.
Yep.
Been in national teams and gone through that whole thing like all sports. You do get the odd freak who didn't have amateur fights, and like Anthony Mundine, like he didn't have amateur fights, or he had 2 or 3. But in saying that, his dad was a professional boxer and he grew up
around that industry.
So he wasn't, but you do get the odd guy that.
Yeah, and he is naturally gifted too. I think so.
Like the amateur boxing is like an apprenticeship.
Yeah,
very rare. So your average guy will fight. So, for example, I use Dylan because that's the only professional boxer I've ever trained. So he started at 11.
Yep.
Turned pro at 18. So between 11 and 18, he had 88 amateur fights. So if you work that out, that's almost one a month.
Oh, wow.
For 7 years.
Yeah.
Let's touch a bit more on that too. So Dylan Biggs is obviously your boxer you've got going now and doing great things as well. So Dylan's been with you. What age was he when he started with you?
Yeah, he started boxing here, come in when he was 10 and had his first fight when he was 11. And he's now 22, so 11 years.
Yep.
I think I was telling you guys yesterday when I was talking to you that he never was, as a kid, he wasn't, his be-all and end-all wasn't boxing, but then when he turned pro at 18, then he took it serious.
Yep.
It was a good way, so he actually had a childhood where he could do other stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still boxed all the time. Funny thing about Dylan, though, you'd think 88 fights in that time, normally that would be someone who trained all the time. He did train, but he wasn't always training.
Yep.
But Dylan's training was fighting because he was a tough kid who could do that.
Yeah.
Where other kids, you couldn't do that. So a lot of gyms, if Dylan was at a lot of other gyms, I could guarantee you no way we wouldn't have had 88 fights. He might have had 3 or 4 because they would have been like, mate, if you don't turn up 5 days a week and do this, you ain't getting in the ring.
Yep.
Where, I don't know, he was a tough kid and whatnot. You knew you could just put him in, he'd be right.
Yep.
And he'd win a few, he'd lose a few. Well, he won his first 50, he was about 50%, his first 50 fights. Then his next 38, I think he won like 35 of them. So you could see the change as he got older.
Starting to change, and now he's none from one.
He's had 10 wins, 1 loss.
Yep.
Wow, that's...
And if you would have said to me when he was 15, 16 years old, okay, in 22, when Dylan's 22, he'll be 10-1 as 11-1 as a pro, and he's fought on pay-per-views and headlined and blah blah. I would have said, fuck, you're on drugs, mate.
Yeah. So something obviously happened to him, as in like a certain point. Was it when he turned pro, something switched, or was it before that something switched and he went, I want this. There
was one fight he won. I won't mention the other kid's name.
Yep.
Because he's a really good kid and he's still boxing, but I don't know if he's still. Anyway, I won't mention his name, but there was one kid who was the gun, and they fought at the Golden Gloves in Brisbane when they were 17.
Yep.
And Dylan gave it to him and flogged him, and then we knew. I think Dylan might have known this kid was turning pro, and they're all on about him, and then might have clicked in Dylan's head, well, I could do it.
Yeah.
And then he's not dumb, Dylan. He's actually quite smart.
Yep.
But and then he when as soon as he turned pro, he.
So you think that fight was a moment in his mind where he went?
Yeah, possibly. I think so.
Yep.
And he never did where the other people that were good boxers were 17, 18 and going out and drinking and doing this. That's not his thing.
Yep.
So he sort of that was another thing.
That takes a lot of not effort, but power. Like what's
Willpower.
that word? Willpower.
Yeah, he's very strong. in that.
Very strong.
Yeah,
very strong.
Yeah, to say no to doing that stuff.
Yep.
But in all honesty, I don't think with him. I don't think it's a case of him saying no. I just don't think he's interested in that stuff.
The fights I've seen him on YouTube and pay per view, like the focus that he has in his eyes and the focus on his face.
Yep.
Like anything could be going on around him, but he is just.
He's funny. It took me a lot to. He's very relaxed before in the dressing rooms. He could be like this now before he fights.
Yep.
It's not till he walks out there that he switches on, which is a hard thing for me to get at first because we'd be warming up in the dressing room, we'd be half mucking around or talking to people about random stuff. Oh, what do you do? Like 5 minutes before he walks out, well, you'd say to his manager or whatever, oh, what are you doing on the weekend?
Yeah, but that's just the way of.
That's just him.
That's just him,
and he doesn't burn up all the nervous energy. And then it was a hard thing for me to wrap my head around that. That was him, where I'd be like, mate, in my head I'd be thinking, is this guy not taking it serious or what?
Yep.
But I know him now.
Correct.
And it works for him, so.
Yeah, and I guess that nervous energy could take a lot out of you too. Like even in other things, in other sports, like you'd get nervous and you just, your head's not in the right spot then, is it?
And because he lost a few as a kid, he'd win 1, lose 1, win 3, lose 2, blah, blah, blah. It was never, how do you say it, he was introduced to losing early, so when he got older, there's been other kids who are real guns, and then when they get older and they lose one, it's such a big shock to him.
Yeah.
Like he never got like fucking bum hurt when he lost one. It was just whatever, I'll fight next tournament, no worries.
Yeah.
Yep. But the professional game's a bit different. You don't want to lose too many. You don't
No, in that the zoo fight, one thing I did notice with him, he was smiling the whole time. Like you just see him sitting there smiling. Like I don't know whether that's a ploy he puts on or is it's
Oh, that one, everything. Lost that fight fair and square, whatever, and that's the fight that everyone knows because when you fight a zoo. But, I mean, you can't come out and say stuff because people go excuses and whatnot. We lost fair and square, and that probably wasn't him that night. But congratulations, Nikita, he won. We lost.
Yep,
that's life.
Yeah.
No, he definitely looked like he was enjoying it still. Though, like he's just got that.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that. But that was a different him. If you watch his last fight, the big thing was, you got to be like you had no emotion.
Yep.
You'd be winning and losing, whatever. You got to be like a rock. You got to have no emotion, you know.
Yeah.
And
that keeps the focus.
Yes. Yeah.
That keeps the focus there.
Yep.
Yeah. You're there to do a job, but you've also got not only just a job, but you've got. I guess you've got in your head, like, is there like, you've got round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. Is there in your mind what a fighter going? Not so much Dylan. Any fighter, just in general. Is there like a stage that you go, right, in round 1, I'm just going to do this part because I'm just going to wear him down, or just see what he's like, or stand back a bit, or is there a mindset of round 1 what you should do and what you shouldn't do?
Yeah, there's a lot of different fighters, as in like. Known for their gas tank, and they'll fight a 12-rounder in the first 6 rounds. They're not doing much all, and people are thinking, he's losing, what's going on? And then round 9, they stop him, knock him out.
Yeah.
And you'll get other quick starters and whatnot. I can only speak from my experience with Dylan, because in the long rounds, that's the only one I've ever trained, because before that, it was all kids, teenagers.
Yeah. With
him, it's more because he had so many amateur fights, which was 3 rounds. He was so used to that. The big thing is now pacing himself, and he fought a 10-rounder with Dan Hill, and we learned a bit from that because he was. I think our training's you never stop learning.
Yeah.
Our training's changed a lot. Now he's doing 8.
I was going to say, like if the 3 round fights is kind of like a sprinter race. It's a sprint. Yeah. Where your 10 rounds, it's more of your endurance. It's more 100%. Of your, okay, this is, and you might even break it down into 3 lots of 3. The first 3 rounds is this sort of scenario, like, or this focus, and then the next 3.
You'll get people watching. My pet hate in boxing, in 10-round fights or whatever, 12-round fights, whatever. You get people going, it was a robbery or whatever, because old mate come home and he won 10, 11, 12 strong.
Yep.
And that's the last thing they see. Like, oh, mate, won. Well, hang on, no, he lost the first 6. He lost the first 7 of the 12. Unless you knock him out, you can't win the fight. Each, like a boxing bout is each. The best way I've ever explained to me is each round
is scored.
It's a singular thing. It doesn't matter. So if it's 10-round fight, it's best out of 10.
Yep.
So you can win 6 rounds where you just win them.
Yep.
You're moving and you're jabbing and you just win them, and he flogs you a bit in the next 4, but he doesn't drop you.
Correct.
The guy who's won the first 6 ones.
Yeah.
And it's best of 10. Each round is a singular.
Is a singular. Okay, who won that round?
Yes.
Yeah, and then who won that round? Yeah, correct.
And you get an extra point if you drop. I don't know if you know how the boxing scored, but in pro boxing, it's
no. Well, let's especially for the listeners and that too. Sort of, yeah. If you can explain
10,
that,
basically. So it's 10-9 round. So you got a 10-round fight. So it's 10-9 round. The winner of that round gets 10 points. The loser gets 9. So at the end, when you hear, so if I'm fighting you and you hear the score 100 to 90, you've won 10. I haven't won a round.
Yeah,
that's where you've. Yep. But if you've dropped me in one round, it's an extra point. It's a 10-8 round. So you might hear that it would be like what would that be? 101 to 89 or something. You dropped me once.
Because you fell on the floor.
Yeah, because you got dropped. Yeah,
you dropped on the floor.
Yeah.
So obviously that you get extra points.
Yes, you get an extra point. So 10-9 if it's just normal, no one gets dropped. 10-9, 10-9. You drop me 10-8.
Yep.
So
Yeah, copy. And within those rounds, like the first round, they're getting points scored from technical body hits or head hits or like to win a round. They're obviously the judges are looking at points.
There is actual like criteria thing. The amateur boxing is more the point scoring and jabbing and moving around and the skills and whatnot.
Yeah.
The pro boxing is more damage. Old mate can be a better boxer and move and jab me and blah blah blah. The last 30 seconds of the round, I get him in the corner, I land a big overhand right, and I wobble him a bit.
Yep.
I'll win that round.
You'll win that round. Yep.
They're 2 different sports, amateur and pro.
Yeah, right.
So just 2, like there's some unreal amateurs that would never make it as pros, and there's lots of unreal pros that would never make it as amateurs.
Yep.
But in general, the ones that make it a pros have that good amateur background.
Yeah, wow. So I'm looking around in your shed here, mate, in I call it a shed because it is a shed, but it's actually the Beaudesert Boxing Club. But you've got some awesome memorabilia up on the walls, and it looks like you've had a lot of kids come through here. So you must have a lot of stories.
Oh, definitely. Back in the day, not so much now because I'm I still have some amateur kids fight. Like they had a 2 fight a couple of weeks ago, up at Deception Bay. But back in the day, when I say back in the day, before I had kids or when Patrick, my oldest, was really young, I'd have 12, 14, 15 kids go to the fights and they'd fight and we'd fight once a month all the time, all year round. And they've been to every state in Australia. They've all fought in every state in Australia and overseas, a lot of countries. But now my kids are a bit older. Still will take kids to the fights, but not as much.
Yep.
And plus busy with Dylan. That's full time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I was about to. My mind was going. So with Dylan, it's actually it's a full time gig with Dylan for you. Like
it's twice a day, 6 days a week.
Yep. 6 days a week.
6 days a week. He has a Sunday off, and if he misses he's good. He's good with training. You always know he's going to be there. And if he misses a day for whatever reason, say he missed a Wednesday because he had whatever, it was his kid's birthday or whatever.
Yep.
Then he does it on the Sunday instead.
Yeah, right.
But so he'll do that twice a day. He comes back tomorrow. He's just had 2 weeks off after his last fight.
Yep.
And then he won't spar till we're in August now. We won't spar in August. Probably start a little bit of sparring in next month, little bits, and then wait till see what happens with when he gets a fight.
Yep.
We'd like to always have 6 weeks notice when he has a fight, but
that gives you that's like a 6 week boot camp then in a way.
Sparring but it doesn't always work that way.
Walk us through that. So he walks in the door tomorrow.
Yep.
You said. So what's your plans? What's the
tomorrow will be just to get general fitness back. He wouldn't have lost too much in 2 weeks and get on top of his weight.
So what is his weight? What class is in?
He fights at middleweight.
Middleweight.
He used to fight at he fought at middleweight the other week, and they say in the TV coverage and whatnot he's moved up to middleweight. He actually hasn't. He's always fought. His previous 10 fights before, 11 fights before that, he's probably fought 5 or 6 of them at middleweight and half at super welterweight. It was just a matter of getting where he could get a fight. He's been a middleweight for a long time who will fight at super welterweight just to get a fight and really drain himself. But he walks around at he'll come in tomorrow. I won't weigh him tomorrow. I'll weigh him at the end of the week. But he'd normally walk around. I don't really weigh him. He's always done it himself and done that. But I know he walks around about 81, 82. He fought last week at 72 and a half.
Holy.
Or 2 weeks ago. And before that, like that Zoo fight and the ones he's at the super welterweight there, that's at 69.8.
Wow, that's a big
That's
up.
a massive fluctuation between.
Yeah. But he's on the bigger scale of doing it, Dylan.
Because he's so tall, isn't he?
Yeah,
like he's tall and he's 6'1",
and he's young too, so he can probably.
Yep.
But he'll end up. He fought at super welterweight 69.7 or whatever 8, whatever it is. Then he's in middleweight now 72.5. If he's still going in his late 20s, he'll be at light heavyweight, which will be 79.
Yep.
Because he's
and that's more easier to manage in a way than trying to strip down to 60.
Yeah, you have to do it because everyone else does it.
Yep.
And everyone wants that advantage. But there's a fine line though too. Like you can do it too much, and you guys that cut a lot will be really good in the early rounds and fade.
Yep. So not so much about Dylan, but the body frame of a boxer. A tall, short, long reach, no reach. It comes down to technique. Like that person individually, they develop their own technique. It doesn't matter if you got a long reach or a short reach. You'll still knock someone out.
Yeah, I actually think the reach is one of the things they overdo. I don't actually think that's that important. Probably in amateur boxing where it's a point scoring and that maybe, but I mean, you look at some of the heavyweights now are all giants. But back in the day, like people say, Mike Tyson great heavyweight. He wasn't, but that's another story. But he was like 5'10".
Yeah.
Rocky Marciano 5'10". Joe Lewis, only small fella.
Yep.
Now they're all bloody 6'7", 6'8", 6'6". But there's no actual optimum size.
Yeah. Yep.
You could be any. I mean, you can't be a dwarf, but you can be any size and at any weight limit. And if you can box,
you can box. Yeah. Obviously, and that's a technique that learns. It's a craft, isn't it? Like actually be able to. I don't like to use the word dance around a ring, but it is a form of dancing because the footwork must come into it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there's more to it than just punching people in the head. And I'll tell you a story with amateur boxing over the years, and when the kid comes in and he wants to fight, and the mum's like, "Oh, I don't want him to fight," or "I hate boxing," or whatever, and they get into it, they're always the ones who are right into it and then realise that it's more to it than just punching someone in the head.
Yep.
And when I hear people go, "Oh, I hate boxing," or whatever, each their own opinion or whatever, hate boxing or boxing's no good or a stuck sport or whatever. No. Well, have you ever seen a fight live? No. Well, you don't know then.
Yep.
But everyone has an opinion on boxing, like especially blokes. Like when it comes to fights and like the internet these days, it fucking shits me.
Yep.
With everyone saying, "Oh, this guy won," or "This guy's," or putting trash. Like when someone loses a fight, putting trash on them. Like I would never go on a golf website or a tennis website or whatever because I don't know nothing about golf or tennis or whatever. Mm-hmm. But every bloke thinks they can fight, and every bloke thinks they know about boxing.
Yeah. Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, that does my head in. But I don't talk on it at all. I think once I have.
Yeah.
I was had a couple of beers and Charlie and my wife say fucking put it down. But I just don't get people that.
Yep.
I don't mind people putting on this opinion on there, but people that
bag anyone on there really sort of like, what are you doing? You're only trying to
some fat guy who lives in his mother's house who's never done nothing. Telling someone how to box. But in saying that, I don't mind. There's another side to it, like when an Aussie fights. I've got a lot of pet hates. This is another one of my pet hates. When an Aussie fights and on the internet they all say he won or he ripped off or whatever, and if someone goes on there and says, "Well, I thought he lost," like another Aussie, "I honestly thought he lost," you get bagged out. Like, just be honest. Just because he's Australian, it doesn't mean you have to say he won, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But if you get me going on me pet hates,
it's just like me and the Parramatta Eels, like just because the shit doesn't mean that.
Are you a Parra fan?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, no,
I'm unfortunate. All right, in the ring. Let's go.
So left-handed, right-handed. That's a type of person, as in that wants to fight. Is there any Molly Duke is person that can do left and right? It doesn't
matter. With boxing, I'll tell you what. One thing is boxing you can learn, and the hard worker will normally beat the natural guy. Like I always tell people coming out, it's like, you know, you get the 13, 14-year-old kid who's just a gun at footy and he plays 5'8", and he's just a gun in the team, and the coach says, if you don't come to training on Tuesday and Thursday, you know, you're not playing, blah, blah, blah. Yep. He turns up on Saturday. He didn't go to training. He turns up Saturday, scores 3 tries. The coach puts him in nowhere. Who's a gun.
Yep.
You can't do that in boxing.
Yep.
You can win the first round,
yep.
and then you gas and you
get
belted.
Yep.
That's a very good. You can see 2 kids that come here on the same day. If you had 2 kids, and one's an unreal athlete and he's all right, not terrible, but he's all right.
Yep.
But if he comes more than the other kid, like day one, I wouldn't. But day one, say you got him spar, and the natural athlete, the gun, towel him up a bit. If he works for 6 months, an old mate that's a natural athlete is half-hearted and comes when he wants to and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
In 6 months' time, that kid that wasn't the natural beats him up.
We'll beat him up.
Which is a good, where other things, I think in other sports, like I always keep talking about rugby league because I love rugby league, whatnot. I think that probably doesn't happen in rugby league if you're 15 and the other kid trains all the time and he's not the gun. The gun probably at 15 is still going to be the gun. Yep. Later on it changes, adult sport, totally different. But yeah, so it's a really good leveler.
Who do you follow on rugby league?
I'm a Manly fan, so
Seagulls.
I love
owners.
And you've been following them for a while, like
forever.
Forever.
Always Manly. I love Manly. I love.
How are they going in the footy this year?
Mate, they're coming 6th. Which,
They're in the top 8 then.
Yeah, mate. It's been a hard few last 10 years or something, but I think they should make the finals. They should hang on there and make the finals. Just be good to see them in the finals.
Yep.
I don't expect too much. Like against Melbourne.
So, actually, so you're from New South Wales, but who do you follow with the state of origin?
Oh, New South Wales.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can't be. You can't be one of those people that's born somewhere, and there's something wrong with people that are born somewhere and go for the other state. That's fucking weird.
Definitely.
But the year, you know, like 10 years ago, whatever, when Queensland had that run, winning 9 in a row or whatever it was, that is always shut the fuck up. That was the first year I moved here. Was the start of that? Yes, the start of that.
Oh no!
And I used to be a religious person to buy the paper every day. Like there's the Daily Telegraph in Sydney. I always read the paper. I just stopped buying the paper in Queensland. I don't buy them no more because you got fucking Maroons on the front and Broncos on the back, and it's just
He's a queer.
My kids go for Maroons because they're born here and they're Broncos fans.
Yeah.
So this year's good.
Yep.
So the footy's on too late, but I like in the morning when they get ready for. When I get up the next morning, I always tell them when the Broncos lose, it's really good.
Yeah.
And same as when New South Wales won.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gold.
And my wife's from PNG, but she actually, when she lived in PNG because they're mad about the footy.
Yeah.
She came over when she was 16 or 15 or something. Anyway, she was a New South Wales fan there, but she came over here now. She's a Queensland fan, which I don't get, but anyway.
They're getting a team as well, so.
PNG, yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
They're talking about. Well, they had the Hunters team. They're in the Queensland Cup.
Yep.
They won it a couple of years ago. We actually were at the grand final. They won. We were sitting with all the Hunters supporters. I was actually when they flashed to the crowd, everyone could see me. I got a few messages and people screenshot the TV because I was sitting with all the PNG people and I stood out a bit. But yeah, hopefully they do because they're mad. They're mad over there about the footy.
It can only be good things.
Yeah.
It'll probably take a few out of the teams, the local teams, and give back to PNG. So
I think it'll be that or Perth, won't it? They're talking about a Perth team.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, gotcha.
So we'll get back to the boxing, and we're talking about the sort of the fitness, the way like a kid that will actually, if he's training, he's turning up, or he or she's training all the time, they'll get more. So, but there'd be like a fitness in actually getting punched as well, wouldn't there?
Mm.
Like,
it's a funny thing. Like I only had 14 amateur fights. I was at no great level, but I always tell kids, like, it's not like a pain thing getting punched. I'd rather get punched and jam my finger in a door. It's like a different kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But in saying that, the amateur boxing, they had years and that at my level. But yeah, it's a different thing like that way. It's hard to explain. You only get hurt if you get super fit, you lessen your chances of getting hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And your technique comes down everything too, I suppose, from there.
There's nothing worse than being in the ring with someone who's better than you and they're fitter than you.
Mm.
Yep.
If they're better than you but you're fitter than them, you can survive and you might not, But
I've seen that in a few of the fights that I've watched lately. So you can sort of see the resilience on them, I suppose.
Yeah.
So,
it's a tough sport, and like there's a reason not many people do it.
Yeah, and getting back to the training, so when Dylan walks in, so I think we sort of walked away from that as well.
Yep.
All right.
So, like, you're obviously not going to weigh him. You'll just sort of train him. So, how many weeks before the next fight?
We don't know. I know if we don't get anything happening, he'll probably be fighting November 8th at Toowoomba.
Yep.
His manager's from Toowoomba, Brendan Smith. He has fights up there. I know that'll be, and that's not a bad timeline because we're in we're in August now. So what's that, about 3 months?
3 months, yeah.
Twice a day, 3 times a day.
Twice a day training. So he'll come in tomorrow. So an average day tomorrow, he'll come in tomorrow and he'll do like 3 minutes on 30 seconds. So he'll do probably 6 rounds on the bag, and then he'll do 6 rounds on the pads with me, 12 rounds, and then we'll do either some gut stuff, exercises stuff, like old-fashioned calisthenics kind of stuff, people call it, or a bit of weights. Don't do a lot of weights, but do a bit of weights. And then in the afternoon, so we do an hour and a half in the morning, 9 o'clock. And then tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, he'll do an hour and a half. The first 40 minutes will be sprints. We go down to Kickfisher's Oval there. Then he comes back here and trains again, do whatever. We don't have we have set days we train, but we don't have a set program. We don't go
5 days a week or
6
is it
days a week.
6 days a week.
Yep.
Well, it's his job.
Yep.
He's not working. He's just doing that. And then he also does, so that's 12 trainings a week he'll do with me. And he also does 2 a week with at Freedom there with Janie Coops at the Freedom Gym.
Yep.
He does 2 PTs there a week.
Yeah, shout out to Freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She
Actually, you've got a fair few sponsors. Well, Dylan's would have the sponsors, wouldn't he?
Yeah. I should have brought his shirt down. I could have
rattled them off.
Yeah, I could have.
Well, we're going to do another potty with Dylan on
at
one stage, so we'll get him to rattle off his.
Mate, he's got really good sponsorship. His main one's Ozprint.
Yep.
The printing company at Browns Plains. Yeah, Steve Rigby, a legend of fella. He come on board. He didn't know Dylan at all. He come on board when Dylan first turned pro through a recommendation. His best mate he went to school with, his son used to box with Dylan. And he said, look, this guy's a normal kid. He doesn't love himself. He's a hard trainer, blah, blah, blah. And then, the club's always had good sponsors and around town, like Matt Hack.
Yeah.
He's always helped out.
That works.
Yeah, we know Matty.
Yep.
I know Matty quite well. Shout out, Hacky.
Yep. And then down at, there's a lot in town, like a lot to mention. Next time I'll...
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. It's good to see that the local town is actually getting behind him.
Like Rowie, down at
Yep.
Rowie's.
Yep.
Yeah, Rowie. He gives... And in all honesty, we're not big on the... they're getting sponsors and whatnot. I'm terrible at doing it. Dylan's not good at doing it. And in all honesty, you get all people, sponsor me and you'll get this and that. Look, you're on our fight shorts, you're on a shirt. We'll mention you when you can, whatnot. But it's just people doing a good thing.
Yep.
Like, in all honesty, it's not... If you're relying on to sponsor someone, then that's going to boost your business and that.
Yeah.
I'm too honest. It's probably not. It's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's just people doing a thing. But, mate,
Doing the right thing, yeah.
Mate, we're always looking for new sponsors, mate. I have some blokes who just give Dylan $20 a week.
Yep.
And then I have some other ones like Osprey who give him some good
So
money.
anyone that's listening to this potty, if someone wants to reach out and help out, they can just get in contact with you.
Oh, definitely. That would be, just go on. Probably the best way is go on Beaudesert Boxing Club, the Facebook page, send me a message.
There you go.
Mate, people want to give $10 a week. And one thing I do tell everyone, if he didn't turn up and he was like taking the piss and he wasn't doing it properly, I wouldn't take no one's money.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've said to him since day one. And you're a lot of pro boxers only train when they have a pro fight coming up. I've said to him, mate, you're taking people's money, you train all the time.
Yep. And he's dedicated to that.
So he's
Proof is in the pudding.
He's at a position now where, and he's put his fight money away and he gets a small wage every week. Yep. He's at a position now where probably the next, maybe we've probably got about up to a year where he can train full time. But we would be, as much as I don't push it, I'll probably have to push it, try and get some more sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can keep training full time.
Yeah, well, anyone listening to this potty, if you guys want to lend a hand and reach out to the Beaudesert Boxing Club Facebook page and get in touch with Justin, that's the way to do it. So jump on board. So with these with the boxing side, actually, I had a question at Scorn now. I'm going to have another drink. I'm going to have another drink. I need to wet my whistle.
Mate, you don't have to drink that one if you want. If you want to get yourself a VB, you can grab yourself a VB. I can see you struggling with that.
So. No, it's just not.
It tastes a little bit like a Corona, actually, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Looks like one. I had a really good question. It's gone now.
You keep on saying that.
I know.
The old timers have said
What's your favourite beer then? Used to. What do you drink?
Mate, I'm a bit of a tart for beers, really. I drink CC, soda and lime.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
You look like a tart too.
I am a tart. I am so. CC, soda and lime because I'm an athlete. So
Yep.
and it's
I'm a fucking lately. I've been a dirty whore for vodka, like anything with vodka in it.
Yeah.
You know, like and turn the clock back. It's like spiced rum or something like that as well. But
Yep.
yeah, I think my standard go-to would be just a Great Northern.
Great Northern.
Yeah,
Were you both Queenslanders?
yeah,
I'm from New South Wales. I'm originally
Whereabouts?
from Forbes in New South
Oh,
Wales.
that's
So
cold.
I grew up drinking Tuies and VB and
That's cold. It's cold there. And
it's freezing cold.
I used to get my dad and my older brother used to play polo cross.
Yep.
Then I used to get dragged all around New South Wales when I was a kid. And I'd been to Forbes, 'cause it's freezing.
Yep.
And then I think when I was 14 or 13 or something,
That's what I grew up doing is horses.
Okay. I can't ride.
I'm not actually doing horses. That's really bad. I'll say it before
you're a
anyone
sicko.
else.
Fuck, you're
Using
sick.
it stuff. Pony club and that sort of stuff. So I've never jumped in a boxing ring, never done any of that. And Steve is actually, it needs a couple of consequences too because he hasn't been going to the gym. And we've been trying to wonder what we could actually do to him. I reckon we put him in this boxing ring and get one of your boys to sort of give him a bit of a working over. Just
I you know what? I'll have to go down to, I don't know, maybe even out to the Bowie dump and find a fucking old mattress and wrap myself up in it. Because it'd fucking hurt, wouldn't it? How do you get fit for fight fit or like getting punched in the fucking head? You just simply get in the ring, put the headgear on, and ask them to go easy on you.
For someone like if you're starting out, it's a different thing, but it's like anything. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
And the kids that start boxing or whatnot.
What about if it was a 45-year-old male?
I actually have a few. I'm 45 as well. I actually have a few fellas that train here. Probably half a dozen that train here on weeknights. Mm-hmm. We train 5 to 6:30 whatnot, and they come in and some of them work a lot or whatever. They don't have to do the whole training. Some do half an hour. Some do the whole training, whatever. You've heard of Masters Boxing?
Yeah.
I'm not big on it. I'm not. So when I have an older fella here that wants to spar, I'm sort of not. I'm not huge on it. Especially if they've never boxed before. I just don't. I don't know. Hit the bag, run, skip, hit some pads, do whatever.
Is that just because of the age thing? It's a risk of, hey, fuck, you might knock him out and actually knock him out?
Yeah. I just don't think it's the kind of sport you want to start. I just don't think you want to get hit in the head when you're over a certain age.
I try to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's a young man's sport.
It's like, I'm out the back playing my son's cricket, mate, and I don't know if you see the net. And
I can see it from here.
That's because hitting him over, the ball's over the neighbours and what. Anyway, so if he hits a catch back down now to me, I'm 45 and I have to jump. One that I would have caught 10 years ago, I don't catch now, or, 20 years ago, and that's just cricket, whatever. But if it's boxing, and I think last time I sparred was when probably over 10 years. You sparred Dylan when he was 13, 14 or whatever. He's punched the fuck out of him if he's listening.
I was about to say that. When was the time it changed between you and Dylan? Was it when he was 13 or a bit later? Because no doubt you would have been able to push him around a bit.
Yeah, I was a lot bigger than he was 13. I was just being a hero. But no, I don't think there was a time where I went, I think just in general I thought, there's no need for me to spar anyone anymore. And I used to get in to spar the kids and whatnot. They're not their kids, but I think you got to be smart. You got to realise your age, and
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I guess, if I was to let's just say, if I was ever to do an amateur fight, you'd want 6 months.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Everyone's different.
I'd probably take 2 years to get there, Barney. But what did you say? You want a consequence for me?
Yeah, I reckon you actually have
because
to put that
the couple of episodes,
I've got big thing over there.
Yeah, just put the body belt on.
The body belt on, and I reckon you need to feel the couple of the stings for your absence from the gym.
And is this sting coming from a certain person?
Oh, 100%. I reckon.
Can you be my stinger?
No,
because it wouldn't hurt. You'd be soft as butter. No. I think it comes from a professional. Oh, you want the Beaudesert Storm to hit me?
100%.
Yeah, right. How did he get that name?
He's manager. He turned pro, and Brendan, who's a really good fella from Toowoomba, he's manager. He used to train. He trains. Oh, not anymore. He's retired with Stevie Spark, and he used to train and manage. I don't know if Michael Katsides was a really high level world champ. Anyway, we signed with Brendan as his manager, and then one day we, flicking through the internet, and Brendan's put up the Beaudesert Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan's like, oh, fuck.
Here we go.
But that's Brendan's job to promote him, and Brendan's really good at that and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, but it's stuck, and it's, which if you left it to give Dylan a nickname himself, he never would have.
Yeah.
It's actually a good one. I thought it was a good one.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's grown on us all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I like it.
And it stands out, and it's, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a storm always comes with a bit of a punch, doesn't it? So, like, a good storm does.
Yep.
Out here it does.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, you get the big ones out here. And then,
Yeah, correct.
So.
They come in from the southwest there and just absolutely fucking nail ya.
Yep.
Well, that last one, so that might have been why.
Well, the one you mean Christmas? Was that Christmas?
Yeah, the Christmas one,
the Boxing Day one.
Yeah, so there you go. The Beaudesert Storm.
Fuck, that was a ripper.
That was
mate.
a clanger. Did you lose power for long for that?
Yeah, we were pretty lucky compared to everyone else. I think we were maybe 2 days or 40 hours. Or something.
Oh yeah, we were a good couple of weeks.
No, out at Glen Eagle and that, they were my mate out there. They were a couple of weeks, I think.
Yep.
And I was actually got to buy a generator just in case. But I've never seen one.
2
like
generators. But there was one thing out of that whole storm thing. Like I had to actually spend time with my family, and they seemed like nice people after that 2 weeks. So they're
Oh, God.
Shout out to my family.
God,
So.
jeez. I don't know how Nat puts up with your shit, eh?
Matt, Holly, and Jake. So yeah.
But he's a crazy. I've never seen nothing like that.
It was nuts.
Yeah, that's good. So, righto, we haven't got much longer to go. We've already hit the 51 minutes, guys. So another 10 minutes is going to fly by.
By the way, I've got something I want to bring up too. Is Citizen of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
That was last year, was it?
Yeah, I was.
How, why, what, when? So, how did that happen?
He was going to
Fucking
hide that,
glad.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was going to hide that. So, yeah.
I don't know. Someone nominated me. I think it was year before, not the bar, sort of in 2023, I think.
Yep.
I'll have to go and look up in my house, and the first thing you do when you walk in the house is see the big plaque in the middle hanging on the wall. But no.
How did it happen? What is it, and how did it happen?
I think they have Citizen of the Year, just council awards, and I think I was in the 31 to 65-year-old age group or something. And someone nominated me, and I won it. So
and it's an acknowledgement of what you've done, obviously, with the Beaudesert Boxing Club and the kids. Like, is it?
I think it was more that stuff, and I think probably with Dylan getting a bit of press at that time too, and that probably brought it up more. But I think it was more, with the kids and over the years and whatnot. And so I got a free plant too. They gave me a plant.
Where's the plant?
It's out there. It's nice.
It's not. Yep.
The boys smashed a soccer ball into it. It's gone. There's no cash. There's no cash prize.
There's no cash with it.
No,
so maybe they were. Yeah. Maybe they were breaking it to see if there was cash in the pot plant down the bottom. So,
but no, it was good. Like, it was good. You don't do things to get awards, but anyone who says they don't like it, stuff like that's full of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is
100%.
It's good to be acknowledged and recognised for the efforts that obviously.
But they said you can't win it again for the next 20 years or something. I was like, well, fuck, I'm not doing all for the next 20 years then.
Yeah. So I've got to keep on getting
now you got to go buy your own trees.
I keep on getting Employee of the Week, and people are getting the shits with it. So
I was going to try and win it for like the next 7 years and just go fucking on and on about it like I'm a Queenslander.
I think we might have to come around here and watch the State of Origin, I think.
Two of you guys in your blue fucking outfits. Is Dylan into his footy at all?
Nah, he's not at all. He's not. Nah, he doesn't. He watches a bit of boxing. He doesn't watch much boxing. He's not really into sport.
I'll tell you what, if we ever watch the State of Origin, you guys can be in one corner, in the blue corner. Me and Dylan, we're in the maroon corner. Oh, that's gold. How's that beer going down, mate? The Byron Bay Brewery?
Still not as good as the VB, though.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's not too bad. Well, they're all right.
Yep.
They're not too bad. There's a lot of beers out there now, isn't there?
Mate, it's nuts. It's like you just walk through there and it's just like aisles and aisles of craft beer now. And the fruity beer, we actually had one a couple of weeks ago at that Green Brewery, and that actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
it was like a bit of a fruity sort of type ale.
I'm just looking around in your shed. It's a Beaudesert Boxing Club as well.
Yep.
Fuck, man, there's a bit going on. Like, you've got. I guess there's stations. You call it stations?
Not so much, but yeah, we don't go station to station.
There's a lot of bags hanging.
Well,
there's a lot of shit you can punch the fuck out of and kick and, well, I suppose not kicking, but punch.
Mate, I'll have as much as 30 people in here in an afternoon.
30?
I don't advertise. I don't. But there's not any other boxing clubs around here, and you got the kickboxing karate place in town, but there's not.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. Like, I don't think there's anything in Jim Boomba.
No.
So, but yeah, it's like, mate, if there was a big building in town where they had it, it'd be packed. Like, if I could afford to get a big building. But I've got a lot of mates that have run successful boxing clubs, but I don't want to do that because
it's a next level, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't want charging people $40 a week to train and shit. Fuck that. Like, it's not.
And is it getting busier for you because of Dylan now? Now that the name's out there and stuff like that too, are you finding more people wanting to come? Or
yeah, but it's probably not. It's not as busy as it used to be because if you come in now and I've got a few blokes help me that volunteer their time and help me. But if you come in now in the afternoons, I'm training, and I'm honest about it. 80% of my time I'll spend with Dylan.
Yeah,
because it's kind of important.
Yep.
Oh, 100%.
Back in the day, I would spend a lot more time with. I don't ignore people, whatnot, but spend a lot more time with everyone, and you'd have. There was nothing in it. You'd have 30, 40 people in here training.
Yep.
You just didn't. In the one after, it was hectic. It was crazy.
With 30 or 40 people in here punching the shit out of all these bags, there'd be some noise going on.
Yeah, upstairs. Yeah, my wife loves the speedballs under the house there.
The speedballs?
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I see them.
Yeah, they sound good.
Yeah.
They sound good.
We'll have to get Barney. Oh, Barney wouldn't be able to reach those speedballs. We'll have to put a milk crate down the bottom.
I thought they were for headbutting.
But I got really good neighbours. All the neighbours on the street, and they're pretty much all permanent. There's not many rentals. There's one up here, but they're all really good. But in saying that, I cut it off at 6:30 at night, and we never train.
Yeah,
we're not hitting bags at 5 in the morning. If anyone's training like Dylan's training at 5 or 6 in the morning, we're running or whatever. Because it'd only take one neighbour to counsel and blah 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 and whatnot. But yeah,
that's awesome. It
certainly is.
It's amazing to look around at everything you've got going on here. Like, imagine walking down here at night time and all the lights are off. It'd be like a ping pong ball walking around hitting all the fucking punching bags. Barney, you wouldn't be able to walk around here without punching something. And then know what?
I couldn't walk in here before that.
I reckon, Barney, you'd miss the bag and hit the fucking concrete pillar and break your arm.
He's getting very cocky, isn't he? You put him in a boxing place, and now you're getting cocky.
Yeah, exactly.
Feed him 1.5 beers.
1.5 beers. Yeah,
you got a lot of teeth for a smart fucker, haven't you?
You wouldn't be the first bloke to come to boxing once and think they're.
Yeah, you get the heroes that walk in here, wouldn't you?
But they don't come back. Not because they get hit or nothing. It's actually hard physically.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one question that sort of eluded me. So someone walks in, a freshie.
Yep.
How long before they're actually stepping in the ring to have a little bit of a spar?
Oh, there's been guys that come here for years that don't spar.
Yep.
You don't, unless you want to fight. You don't spar.
But is there like a certain time period? Say someone that does want to actually get and have a spar and sort of move along with that.
If someone come in and they say they want to fight and they're quite handy and that, you might 3-4 weeks so they don't have a spar.
Yep.
I feel like I want to get hit in the head, but I want all the fucking safety gear on.
But in my experience, the ones that come in and go, I want to fight, they don't fight. Mm-hmm. The kid that comes in and goes, just to train and see what happens, they end up fighting.
Yeah. And the blokes that come in here going, I'm pretty handy with them.
The worst is when someone comes in and says, I've never boxed before, but I've had plenty of street fights. We just all roll our eyes and go, yeah, cool, mate. Yeah. You get a few of them, or you've had a few like.
Do you throw them in the deep end? Just go, right, mate. There's the ring. Let's go.
Not really.
Not to prove a point, but just to see if they tucker out and go, wow.
You could, but you can tell. I don't know. I think after doing it for 20 years almost or whatever, I think I'm pretty good at reading people.
Yeah.
They come in, I can say, this guy's not going to do it.
Yeah.
And also, if I have a real problem training someone, I could train someone who I don't like. Like, if someone's just a wanker,
don't have the time for them.
Yeah, I don't ignore them, or I still will, but they might not know, but I might. It's a funny thing. You spend so much time with someone you train, you don't want to. I'd really struggle to train someone that I personally don't like.
Yeah.
So that relationship with Dylan, because you obviously spend so much time with him and you for over a certain amount of years too. So as the time goes on, is there moments where you sort of get under each other's skins, or is it a really good relationship?
It's pretty good. We're sort of on the same wavelength in personality wise. Me and Dylan, I think we're sort of the same people. We sort of think about stuff the same.
Yeah.
We're not big talkers with each other. We don't go like hang out.
Yep.
He's got his life and I've got mine.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I don't think we'd never have falling out. But he also will take criticism good. Like if you say, stop being a fucking, and I'll speak to him like, mate, stop being a fucking wanker or whatever. Not, I don't know if I ever said something like, he'd take it good. Like he's not going to get, not going to get bum hurt.
It sounds like a really good relationship.
I think you've got to have that you've got to have that business, not business, but the sport of it and the why you're doing it. I guess the why.
Yeah,
we're both,
doing it. We're both on the same page.
But like you just said, he's just had a 2-week sort of like his last fight. Obviously was
that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Was that on the coast?
That was at Southport.
Yep.
Yeah.
And was that against
Marcus Hayward?
Has he fought him twice?
No, only once. He's Marcus Hayward's a good fighter. He's fought a lot of people. He's fought guys he's fought that Andre Mikhailovich who was supposed to fight for a world title a couple of weeks ago, but the fight got pulled, a bit of drama. But Marcus is a really good fighter. Yeah, his record probably doesn't show it, but a really tough man and can fight.
Yep,
and been around for like a long time, and it was a real. People inside boxing knew that was a real fight because there's a lot of not real fights in boxing. Like you get a lot of in boxing, you can have. It's funny, like in boxing, you can have real bad mismatches, like really bad. It's just in rugby league, you'd never have the Beaudesert Kingfishers play against the Brisbane Broncos.
Yep.
But in boxing, you can.
You can have that.
You can.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a real fight. Dylan did well. Did really well, and it was good to get back winning.
Yep.
So, what's the focus? Obviously, there could be a fight coming up in Toowoomba in November.
Yep.
But moving forward for his career, obviously more titles. Like, is that what your focus? Always looking at? Or any overseas things going on?
Well, the main thing is building and trying to get a big fight overseas because when it comes down to it, it's about money.
Yeah. And which country is the market, or not market,
the big boxing now? It's always America, England.
Yeah.
It's Saudi Arabia now with that money. They're fighting over there all the time.
Yeah.
You'll see all these fellas that used to fight once a year. They're now suddenly fighting 3 or 4 times a year because of the money, the Saudi oil money.
Yep.
So it's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, the goal would be to position, any boxer should be to position yourself to get a big money fight because you don't make money in Australia.
Yep.
Pro boxing, you don't.
Yep.
And
it's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's.
Yeah, but it's also good to get overseas too.
Oh well, and
have you been overseas before with like in the amateur?
With the amateurs, I have, but not professional side of stuff. But yeah. Been to when I say overseas, I've been in New Zealand, but the kids have all travelled a lot. Yeah, a lot of different countries with the amateur boxing. But yeah,
mate, big things to come.
Yeah, 100%. And Saudi Arabia, it's not. I mean, it's the other side of the world, but geez, you get on a plane and next minute you're there, aren't you?
Yeah.
So,
well, I think Dylan's has the potential to be world level.
Yep.
You get all these guys going, everyone goes, I want to be world champion, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, righto, whatever. Okay, but that's a long way off. But I think he's got the potential to be world champion. As much as I don't spruik it, if he can get a couple of sponsors on board and a few people helping, he can go that world level. And there has been worse boxers than him that have won world titles.
Yep.
And there's been better boxers than him that hasn't. There's a lot of luck, right place, right time, or not. But I think he's good enough to be somewhere in there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and at 22 years old, he's, unlike other sports where their peak is 22 or whatever, in boxing it's between 28 and 35.
Yeah, so he's got so much to look forward to.
That's another thing, people don't realise that.
Yeah, and in 10 years' time, the boxing industry and the boxing sport and like Saudi Arabia, like in 10 years' time, there's going to be so much happen in between now and then. It's
all pay TV.
Correct, yeah.
All the networks. There's so many, not even pay TV, there's so many channels all over the world now and different things that...
Different
forms. It's 24-hour sport. They have to fill up the time. So you're getting boxers now that are fighting in big fights on TV that in the 80s and that would never go on, never ever would have been televised.
Yep.
And you're getting guys now that are fighting for world titles who are 14-0 or 14-1, where back in the day in the 80s and that you'd have to have 35 fights in the middle of nowhere and be unbeaten before you got.
Yeah.
It's a different.
Well, you're certainly sitting in
it's just filling up TV time.
Yeah. But you guys, as in for you and Dylan, you guys are sitting in a really good spot for looking forward.
Yeah, I think it's like if everything goes well and everything's get the right fights and everything goes well and you don't want injuries and life and stuff go wrong, blah blah blah. I think it's about 36 months off world, like being able at world level. These guys now, they don't fight as much. Dylan's already had 12 fights and he's only 22. Like these guys fighting for world titles are 28 and they've only had 16 fights. Like
Yeah, well, we'll definitely throw a few things up on the socials and that too to follow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, hopefully in the next few episodes, Dylan might even come on and have a yarn with us.
Yep.
And you know what? In the future, 12 months, 18 months down the track, we grow this potty. It'd be awesome to be able to get you guys back on and
definitely
and follow the progression of you and Dylan.
Yep.
And
brilliant. He'll come on it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing journey for you guys. I'm stoked for you guys for what you've got coming up. It's looking really good. Well, I reckon, mate, we're at an hour 5. We could talk all day about this. We're going to have to wrap this up. Obviously, our listeners are tuning in. Definitely, I'm looking forward to maybe one day you and me sparring in the...
No, I'm not going to spar you, but I'm definitely going to get you to throw that big thing on. You're not even going to feel anything.
You don't want to spar me? I don't want to spar you.
I actually want to spar
you.
Yeah. Of course.
You'll be the trainer and you defy.
Well, you want to train me?
I'll be the manager.
And you can throw the towel in for me. When Dylan walks out, just throw the towel in.
I'm not throwing no towel in. I'm just going to walk outside, just go, I can hear something. But look, shout out for Ozprint. They actually used to do our signage on our trucks when I had a crane hire business. Steve.
Nice.
Good people. So if you need anything in the printing industry, give those guys a call out. Did you want to give your socials a bit of a plug or anything, mate?
Yeah, just anyone on just Beaudesert Boxing Club.
On the Facebook.
We're not big on probably not as big as we should be, me and myself and Dylan and whatnot, not that much into it. But if anyone any questions for the club or anyone looking to sponsor either the clubs, the club, the young kids or Dylan, just send us a message.
Well, if you want to bring your kids down and have a go, mate, they've definitely got the gear and some great people around them too. So
yeah, definitely get your kids off the Xbox and the PlayStations. Bring them in.
Yep.
But that might be our segue out of here. It's been great getting in your shed today, Justin, because as we say on our potty, it's always good to get out of your head and get into the shed. And this shed is amazing to get into. Yep. So I'm going to sign off with get out of your heads, get in the sheds, forget the mate. Oh no, forget the date and call a mate.
Yep.
If you've got a mate that's going through any life stresses or any dramas, pick up the phone, give him a call, take him out on a bro date.
Yep.
There's the Bowies down the road. The schooners are cold. So, mates, that's all I can say is, get out of your head and get into the sheds.
Yep. See you. Bye.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Come on, let's go. I don't know what comes next, but I couldn't care less. I refuse to feel stressed. There's no